Hey y'all, well here's my simple recipe for salmon patties. This probably gonna take you 10 minutes top. Gonna need your onion, so let's grab one from the pantry. But then I remembered I had some already cut up, so I'm gonna use that first. You can get this salmon from probably any grocery store around you. I decided to light a candle because salmon smell. And this is what we're gonna need: an egg, some flour, some salt, and some pepper, and of course the onions that I took from the refrigerator. I always cut up extra onion because I never know when I'm gonna just need to grab some, and this makes it so much easier. Okay, let's crack open that can. Sorry if that noise bothers you. I could have drained a little bit more off. Well, I actually should have drained a little bit more off. And these little bones, they're pretty soft, but we're going to take those out right quick. Let's tie that up real tight. Next, we're going to add the flour. I'm using a tablespoon size spoon, and I just add it until it's not mushy wet anymore, but kind of stiff. You'll see in just a second. Okay, I'm going to use my fork to mix this up. And just excuse me for the way I'm holding it. My thumb hurts a little bit, but it's gonna have to work. I'm gonna add our egg and then mush that around. I keep saying mush. Mix that in with your salmon. And again, just add a little more flour if it's still too wet, because you want it to be able to sit up just a little bit, but you don't want it, it doesn't have to be super stiff. But again, I'll show you the texture you kind of need in just a second. I add my salt and pepper, and that's just to taste. And stir, and please excuse me, I'm a messy cook. I always clean up at the end though. You can chop your onions up a little bit smaller. Big onions don't bother me because I really like onions, and my husband doesn't complain, so we're just gonna roll with these. Some people add peppers. I didn't have any, and I typically don't add any anyway. So you can add some if you like. But here's the texture. See, it doesn't quite fall all the way off the fork, but it's not super thick. Still pliable, I guess, if that's the correct term. Let's clean the little mess up. Now this is some cooking oil. I don't know, it's about not even an inch deep. And some people mash them with their hands and make perfect circles. I don't. I'm ready to eat breakfast. So we're just going to scoop some with this spoon and lay them down. We just smush them a little bit when you get them in the pan. My mom used to use a fork all the time. And so I'm going to put one in here with a fork just for my mom. And she used to mash them down and used to make these little crisscross, like how people make cookies, the little sugar cookies with the crisscross in them. That just reminded me of her. And they are not perfect circles. They're not going to be, but they're going to go down the same way. So we'll let these cook until they start to float a little bit, maybe about 5 minutes. And then you flip them over. I like mine a little on the darker side, crispy side, but fry yours a little light brown if you like. Always remember to use a wire rack and not just flat on paper towel, because this way they'll keep their crispiness. And y'all, I got this tool from Dollar General a long time ago. I need another one. It's all rusty. You can start your grits while your salmon is cooking, because it'll be done in like 5-10 minutes. Hear that? Nice and crispy. And I'm going to eat all those little onions that was swimming around too. Added some cheese and butter to the grits, and I plated some up for my husband. And that's my salmon patty recipe. Have a good day. Bye.